Good risings, dear family. Wagwan, hola, konnichiwa. Shalom to every melanated man, woman, and child on this planet. I am just a man with the conviction, treading wisely. What is my conviction? How wisely? My firmly held belief and or firmly held opinion is that God will have his world, God will have his people moving God's speed forever. Soul speed, one belief and one foundation. And wisely, because I want to tread wisely with this message. I do. What does the word wisely mean? The quality or state of being wise. What does the word wise mean? The quality or state of wisdom. Faculty of wisdom. Faculty of having wisdom. And what is wisdom? Wisdom is knowledge and or experience. Having or showing knowledge, experience, and good judgment. That's what wisdom means. Wisdom means having knowledge, having or showing knowledge of having or showing knowledge, experience, or good judgment. That's what the word wisdom means. Using my knowledge, meaning the facts, information, and skills that I've gathered from my reality and my experiences, things that I faced, that I was obligated to face. And now, as far as judgment, I like to use the actual definition of the word to label and describe what I'm getting across here. Judgment. I took some time to just reflect, to do the inner works, so to speak. I've done the inner works. I've had troubles in the process of the holistic healing experience, so to speak. I've had problems with the holistic healing experience due to, due to a lot of mine own mistakes that were inspired unto me due to, oh yeah, the traffic in the background. My car is, I'm parked somewhere where there's traffic. Excuse the noise. But my mistakes, the reasons why I made them, I've reflected on all of that. I've learned and I've come to appreciate something about living and life that I had no idea was going to turn into what the world needed to hear the most. I'm not special. I'm just treading wisely with this conviction of mine. Why do I have this conviction of mine? Very simple. Your world is garbage and I want out of it. So I just figured out a way, or I just say some stuff, man. Why does it seem like I have no confidence in this, but have lots of confidence? Oh, for the record, I'm not going to rest until it's all the way over, by the way. Just want to throw that out there. Ain't no rest for me until it's all the way over. All the way over. I will post a video saying something brand new and stronger and stronger and stronger every single day for the next 72 years if I wanted to. And since I kind of sort of do because I know what it's gonna do, I'm gonna do it. Whether this helps or not, still just gonna take the shot. Hail Mary towards liberation. Hail Mary towards liberation. That's what this is. Ain't no rest until it's over. Oh yeah, I want to say these words all out. If I make it somewhere with this, don't expect me to be your friend. Just don't expect that. I don't want friends doing this. I don't want any friends at all doing this. I don't even want to date anymore. I just want things to be fixed, and I just want to focus on fixing them. That's the primary thing for me right now. I just want to focus on fixing what's wrong. So after everything that's wrong is fixed, every step we take after the fact will be right, correct, morally good, and justifiable. Excuse the noise. There's traffic right in front of me. I had to get the car somewhere, take care of it. Don't matter though. Just want to do the best I can. Yes. Why am I recording this video here for today? Let me see. I wanted to talk a little bit more about or give some concepts as to how we can dismantle feminism. 7 belief system pillars. Let me see. Where do I begin here? First off, of course, I love our sisters. I love our women. I love them very much. I always will. Never will stop, ever. Can't. That's a problem. But thing is, anything can be used for something, even a problem. How can you use a problem for a benefit, and a big benefit? Analyze and recognize what the problem is. Put a face on the enemy. And do what you can to take the problem down, take the enemy down. Stop what the source of the problem is. Where is it coming from? Do your best. Oh yeah, my sisters. I want to say these words in regards to that feminism concept. The belief system you have, that's the root source as to why feminism is such a heavy impact or burden upon your lives currently. There's a belief system that comes with it. The primary word or the primary statement of feminism that gives it its hold and or grip on our sisters right now currently, the primary statement that has a grip and or hold of them is, I don't need no man. That's the primary grip. That's the primary statement that's holding them hostage right now and keeping them trapped in that mental prison of jealousy. So how can we set them free? How can we liberate our sisters from this bind of mental hostage bind? Well, let's not forget, what is a belief? First of all, a belief is the acceptance that a statement is true or that something exists. Okay, if that's the case, then what if our sisters would accept this statement right here? And big ups to brother MTR for this concept right here. He calls it the echo chambers. That's what MTR calls it. MTR calls it the echo chambers. I want to see if I can see if I can use that to where my understanding lies in regards to how to comprehend what an echo chamber is. Of course, just the 5 people you associate with most, obviously, but I want to see if I can put some more in-depth detail on it. But I mean, there's nothing really else to say other than the 5 people you associate with most. So echo chambers, but more details. Echo, things bouncing back to you, right? You are giving things off and it is bouncing back to you like an echo. Sound waves, frequencies, vibrations, echo chambers. What is a chamber? A place where you reside, or a place where you are currently within, or just a space where you are congregated or ecclesiastes, or yeah, the word ecclesiastes from the Bible means together. That's why I used it. Moving forward though. Echo chambers. So I just want to say this one statement that could help our sisters liberate themselves from the feminist agenda and become the warrior sisters that we need to help us fight, or the valueship or the companionship. We're at war. Partners in my eyes, partnership. Relationships are done due to all the things that are ensuring that they would be. We know who they are, who's separating us and keeping us separated every single day and every second of our reality, still at it, non-stop, not stopping. They're going to keep doing it. They really don't want us to live a good life. They really don't. But I got one statement, though, to give to the feminists, or to give to our sisters, not the feminists, our sisters. One statement that could help subdue the indoctrination. Accept this statement to be true. Bring peace to your echo chambers. Bring peace to your echo chambers. The thing is, you become the average of the 5 people you associate with most. How you do anything is how you do everything. What you give is what you will receive. So, if you are bringing peace to your echo chambers, meaning if you are bringing conversations of peace, conversations or topics involving peace, or ideologies involving peace to your circle or your square, whatever shape you'd like to use to describe what your group or your partners and or your allies, so to speak, whatever name you would like to use to label and describe your group setting. Bring peace to that. Bring peace to that area. Now, here's the thing. Now, as I said, how can you bring something if you don't know what it is to bring it? You follow what I'm saying? How can you know what it is if you don't know, or how can you bring it if you don't know what it is? How can you bring it if you haven't validated the knowledge of what you are looking to attempt towards bringing to your group circles and or echo chambers and or congregation of people? You can have an echo chamber at a church. You can have an echo chamber at a Starbucks. You can have an echo chamber at a mall. You can have an echo chamber at some girls' night out or something. Whatever y'all like to call those trips y'all take. Your echo chambers, as long as you are around your sisterhood or your sisterdom, as long as you are around your sisters and y'all are communicating with each other, bouncing off these "you don't need no man" ideologies, as long as you are within those circles bouncing off those ideas, you will remain imprisoned to this mental entrenchment that the ethos of the world desires you to be stuck and entrenched in. If that makes sense. You won't be able to uplift the entrenchment if you allow, or if you continue to bombard yourselves with these current lines of belief in this current line of thinking. You have to seriously elevate your mind, Romans 12:1-2. So I'm just going to say how to do that. So what is peace? Since I'm telling you all, one of the main statements that you're going to want to start bringing to your echo chambers is peace. Bring peace to your echo chambers. How can you bring peace to your echo chambers? What is peace? Peace. The word peace. The word peace defines as freedom from disturbance, tranquility, freedom from wars, or states where war has ended. Let's take that and dissect it in all three parts. Freedom from disturbance. What is a disturbance? An unsettling condition or unsettled condition. That is what a disturbance is. An unsettled condition. Stop coming to your group circles with unsettled conditions. Stop coming to your areas of conversation with your sisterhood with disturbed images or disturbed thoughts and disturbed ideologies. Let's never forget all of your disturbed ideologies you got from this world. Romans 12:1-2. If you wish to be transformed, be not of this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. How can you renew your mind? How can you do that? For starters, that one statement to accept is true. Bring peace to your echo chambers, freedom from disturbance, tranquility, or freedom from wars, or in an indoor physical state where war has ended. Bring a non-violent mentality, a non-competitive mentality, because here's the thing. A competitive nature is a fighting nature, meaning a warring nature. War is fighting. Fighting is stemmed from the competitive nature of the entrenchment that we receive. Because let's never forget, we as a people or as a species, we are not fighters. We are not. We don't enjoy fighting. We don't truly. We were told to that we enjoy fighting. This is why we have all the certain kind of sports that we have. This is why we have all these certain video games that we have. This is why we have certain movies, and these movies give us these moments and sceneries with moments where this scene will look so cool to do in real life. a punch or a kick. Yeah, they make moments in every movie seem so pivotal, if that makes sense to you, or if that's the right or correct word to use. Every movie that we watch, these moments, these small moments of like maybe a glare over the shoulder or something, or little flashes of punch and kick scenes and whatnot and what have you. All of that stuff is entering into our minds and giving us the desire to be combative with our neighbor, versus bringing peace to our neighbor, peace to our echo chambers. You become the average of the 5 people you associate with most. How you do anything is how you do everything. Know what the word means before you want to bring it to something. Now, you become the average of the 5 people you associate with most. If you become the environment, in a sense, everyone would imitate who you are. Meaning, since you are the literal environment, and the people will be the product of you. If you come with peace, they will be peaceful eventually. Just going to take some time because you got to get the idea in their heads, remember? You have to get the idea in their heads. Bring peace to your echo chambers. May this help. Freedom from disturbance, tranquility, freedom from wars or physical state where war has ended. Tranquility. How you do anything is how you do everything. If you move in a state of tranquility, meaning calmness, control, stillness in a sense, that is how you will approach everything in life. Everything. See, these teachings that I found out, or this truth that I found out, it's not just something for one old specific thing. It could be meant for many things, plethoras, multitudes. You have many different ways and styles to use this ideology, because in reality it is honestly just you using common sense to the best way you can in a world that doesn't want you to use common sense at all. But does the world own you, or do you own you? If you use common sense, you know that you own you, right? You don't need no laws to know that. You don't need no books. You don't need no movies. You don't need any money to tell you that you are the owner and operator of thyself, as we all are. But we have been told something different, Proverbs 3:5-6. Moving forward, bring peace to your echo chambers. Know what peace is. You become the average of the 5 people you associate with most. So, that second one there, it's unfortunate that you will have to dismiss yourself from your sisters if they do not wish to ride along and or cooperate and or move within the same wavelength as your new pattern of thinking. This world is severely unfortunate. It really is. The only kind of people you can be around in this world are people who will bring you detriments. That is unfortunate, severely unfortunate. However, due to what the world desires you to turn into, and due to how it's not safe for you to be what they desire to turn you into, these defensive words that I'm just going to put on this here website, I just want to pray and desire that they do whatever they can do, if they ever reach you eventually, to ensure that you are protected from the harm and or danger of the world's immoral behaviors today. That makes sense to you. Bring peace to your echo chambers. What is peace? Peace is freedom from disturbance, tranquility, freedom from wars or physical state where war has ended. You become the average of the 5 people you associate with most. So if you are surrounded by peaceful people, you will become a peaceful person. And or if you are a peaceful person who is locked into your characteristic spirits and your characteristical traits, those who associate with you will become the average of you, because you are now the environment. Demand it. Demand yourself to be peaceful, and then bring it to your surroundings, and then bring it to your family, and then bring it to the people you associate with most. You become the average of the 5 people you associate with most. How you do anything is how you do everything. If you are a peaceful person in one thing, you will be a peaceful person in everything you do. All of it. Not only that, but you will also have some good, strong, moral, foundational structures to see what a problem is before it becomes one. Why? Because you're not walking as a problem. You are walking in peace. Saying that you don't need no man is a problem. Do you even know how we all even exist right now? We need each other, period. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We need our women more than money, just like our women need us more than money. Let's not forget, they were told to believe that they don't need no man. They were told to believe that this government welfare and all this government money is what's better for them than we are. Especially after the government violates our moral rights and has been violating them and or has violated them for generations of we. We need to take everything away from our sisters that is taking our sisters away from us. We need to take everything away from our sisters that is taking our sisters away from us. One more time. We need to take everything away from our sisters that is taking our sisters away from us. How can we do that if we don't even know what's taking them away from us? Well, if they bring peace to their echo chambers instead of more rumors and circulations about problems to have with men because of how eager you're trying to force yourself to believe you don't need one, because at the end of the day, it's just a belief system that you are overwhelmingly forcing yourself to believe in because the evils of this world told you to believe in them. I need you back. I need you, my sisters. I miss my sisters. I miss my women. I miss the women I can love effortlessly, wholeheartedly, blissfully, if you want to call it that word. I miss you so much. You are my sword, my sisters. I ain't slaying no kind of dragon without you. Come home. Do better first, then come home. Because if you come home the way you are, you're going to tear the house up. What you going to bring to the table? A Molotov. Yeah. We don't need the house set on fire, baby. Or I don't want to call you baby. You're nothing. I don't want to see you as nothing. You're nothing young or you're nothing childlike in my eyes, because I see you where you need to be, operating in your highest dimensions. That's where I see you, honestly. It's just the whole concept of the Angoji woman warrior Haitian legends story, using that, drawing inspiration from that to kind of, give you all the charge y'all need to kind of start doing what y'all can to push in the right direction, even with the fear dangling in front of you and dangling on your head night and day, telling you not to do this, telling you not to be your best. Screw fear, my sisters. I love you so much. Screw fear. Y'all are capable. You are capable. My sisters, you are capable. I pray big power unto you. Yeah, big power. I said big power, didn't I? Yep. Big power unto my sisters. Come back to your spiritual essence. Come back to your spiritual mentality. We need you to be better. I see what's going on. I know thy works, how thou art currently under this entrenchment, only to ensure what the enemy wants men to endure. You are under this entrenchment to ensure only what the enemy wants men to endure. You are only under this entrenchment, indoor indoctrination. I call it the SSIE translation. stupid, stricken, indoctrination, entrenchment. You are only under it to ensure that the enemy's will for men we endure. What is the enemy's will, though? Every man alive to suffer to death. You are not like this demon. Stop believing what it wants you to believe. I don't really have too much more to say right now after those words there, because I just wanted to get that point across. Bring peace to your echo chambers. Ultimately, how you do anything is how you do everything. You become the average of the five people you associate with most, and validate what you are bringing to your table, and or validate what you are bringing to your group. Have validated what you are bringing to your circle. Have validated the tool and or the weapon and or the technique, strategy, blueprint that you are bringing to your inner circle and or your echo chamber, so to speak. The good brother, I'm quite sure he can explain it better because it's his concept. I learned a lot from him. I do. Is he responsible for my absolute personal reawakening? Absolutely not. You want to know what's responsible for that? The constant bombardment of force and attacks. That's what's responsible for my reawakening. Oh, I want to mention some more things that are responsible for my reawakening, like some of the more books I read. A brother by the name of James Allen. James Allen had a book called The Success of a Positive Thinking Mind, I believe, by James Allen. I believe that was James Allen that made that book. That's a good book to go read. Let me see. One more from Napoleon Hill. It's called Outwitting the Devil. Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. Check that book out. Go give that a read if you would. Napoleon Hill's Outwitting the Devil. Let me see. What else I got? I can remember real quick. I said Robert Greene, 48 Laws of Power. Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, of course. That's like the Bible for rich people. The Think and Grow Rich book. It's the Bible. And my whole thing is now, after I did all this revelation and growing, I can care two craps about money in any kind of regard. I just want to end this nightmare. All I know, money ain't gonna help me do that. Here's the thing: if I gain currency versus resources. If I gain currency to live a good life under this world's rulership, I'm not gonna be able to live that life. Why? Because, I mean, whatever you put in my hands, I'm putting into the hands of the people immediately, fastest way I can, best way I can. I'm helping minds and minds only. The enemy don't want that. The enemy doesn't want us to help each other or benefit each other or shield each other or protect. They doesn't want it. So night and day, through these recessive genoclass people, using this media tool, this media weapon, they're behind the scenes on that media. We know they are. We know they're controlling it all. We know they control every drop of this. We know. We know they are the reason why our women cannot think straight currently. Because they're ensuring every day that they can't think straight so they can keep all these fairy tales out here. Why do they need to confuse our women? Here's the reality. Our women are the rest of our power. The more you take them away from us, the more you will weaken us. The more you take women away from us, the more you take away the chances of another Martin Luther King Jr. The more you take women away from us, the more you decrease our chances of resurrecting another Malcolm X. The more you take our women away from us, the sooner somebody like me and many other brethren will figure out a way to take everything that you meant for evil, turn it for good. Like this migrant crisis, for example. You know what I can see coming out of this migrant crisis other than a civil war or a fake alien invasion genocide? An MLK March X 1000. What do I mean by an MLK March X 1000? Well, what was the Martin Luther King March? How many men were in that march? About 1 million, huh? What's 1 million times 1,000? You do the math on that. I don't want to reveal too much on that. That's a really good one right there. That's a good strategy. That's a key strategy right there that I've mentioned twice now. That's a key pivotal strategy, because that one right there is going to take us straight to the ES-11 armor. As soon as we finish that march and remove the enemy surveillance, that's going to help us gather more good, decent minds to put towards the ES-11 armor. And once we get that ES-11 armor in the air, we go for the prison release force team. Just thinking, man. I got some what you would like to call bizarre thoughts, right? Don't worry, Venom. So I'm just going to make videos and post them online. Do better, my family. You can do it. You can literally do and or learn anything. You can be taught to do anything. Can't you? You can be taught to do anything, my family. You can be taught to do anything. I'm going to close it out. Just remember, my family, you can be taught to do anything. Because you can do anything. Because you are everything. Every man, woman, and child on this planet. People. Soul people. Stand on the good principles you were destined to stand on. I'm going to change up the line to something I had before. Trust your own inner intellect. Respect your own inner soul heart, and reject any and all ways of evil. Love your neighbors, you love yourself. Defend your neighbors, you defend yourself. Be lifted in the spirit and walk good forever. Peace, love, unity, and advancement to you all, my family.